Hi, my name is Klaus Finkler. I'm actually from Germany. Arrived in Sault Ste. Marie in 1984 for my first time. I decided in my mid-20s to travel Canada quite extensively. So that's what I did. Came to Canada and I started in Toronto. Another little while later, I made it up to the Sault Ste. Marie. And Sault Ste. Marie was for me one of the gateways basically to the Great Lakes, because that's what I was really interested in, are the Great Lakes. So I always canoed since I'm a young boy. So I started canoeing the Great Lakes, the east coast of Lake Superior, as well as the north channel of Lake Huron. And I did this for a good 20 years actually, canoeing the Great Lakes. So for some reason, Sault Ste. Marie and the surrounding areas became a kind of second home. Spent about 7 years in canoeing up here, paddled about 10,000 miles on both lakes. So that was part of my first life discovering Canada. In 2007 or 2008, I better say, I decided actually to apply for permanent residence. And at this point, I already decided, and I decided this actually 20 years before that, that I'm going to live in Sault Ste. Marie. At this time, I knew that it'll take like an enormous adjustment actually of myself to make myself available to local people here in the Soo, to change the way I worked all my life into a way which is acceptable here in Sault Ste. Marie. 2010 was an extremely exciting time, because now me and my wife are actually moving to a different country, living there constantly, not exactly knowing what's expected of us, like living here, making like a permanent living in Canada. That was totally new to us. We came to Sault Ste. Marie, a town I'm familiar with, but we had to adjust ourselves actually to local needs, knowing that I always going to work in my profession. I knew it won't be easy actually to adjust and connect myself to local businesses. With the support of from people like Twain Mullaney and we had actually the privilege to get connected to local people. So they connected us to businesses, they introduced us actually to businesses in town, and that started all the connections built up until today. Today I'm running projects for the Soo Community Career Center as a project manager, in order to move them from their old location to their new location. So I made beautiful experience with beautiful people here in the Soo, and all of a sudden, like this all became to make sense actually, living in the Soo, using my profession to support local businesses and local organizations. That really is now at this present time just a beautiful part of our life. We still live down, as you know, in Surgemont at the gateway to Canadian wilderness, which makes us feeling even more home than ever before. So living these days in Sault Ste. Marie and the surroundings is for us just being connected to beautiful people, to like an unbeatable wilderness, an unbeatable gateway to things which are just very unique on Earth. It is the Great Lakes. So the Great Lakes, north of Sault Ste. Marie, like Lake Superior, is giving us opportunities to live our lives on a level which just doesn't exist anywhere else. The same is on the north channel of Lake Huron. When we just go there, we feel home like nowhere else on Earth. So we are going to stay in Sault Ste. Marie. We're going to live our lives in Sault Ste. Marie, and we think we're very privileged actually to use this beautiful opportunity of local people, actually to be connected to local people. This is our Sault Ste. Marie. welcome home.